Oh yeah, just want to congratulate my six seniors. Obviously, the three that are up here have meant a lot to our program, but just everybody, just behind the scenes with the hard work that we put in, to our fans, obviously to get a chance to watch these guys play ball, and it's going to be probably the most sad part about this season for me coming to an end is just the relationships that we've built. Really just super happy and proud of the job, the development, the personal development, the player development that these guys have had in our program. So not a ton to really say other than thanks to these guys for all they've done for Gator Nation and their hard work and sacrifice. And these two here next to me played 4 years for us. Reagan's been committed for a long time. Kendra's been committed for a long time, and Corby's a newcomer who just collected a ton of awards along the way. But just really thankful for all of our seniors and their leadership and good season. Obviously today was a terrible day, but still a good season for the Gators. We had just really proud of the obstacles we overcame and just lost, but yet we still won in my mind, just how much we came together and how much fun we had along the way.
Questions for players? Okay, we go first row right.
Excuse me, Noah Ram with the Gainesville Sun. All three of you guys being seniors, just what's, not the way you guys ended, but what's going through your mind now with, two of you being here 3 times and then Corby and now you being here, back-to-back years?
I'm just so proud of this group. We fought so hard. We worked so hard every single day before getting here. Sorry.
I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to be a part of Gator Nation. I'm thankful to have played 2 years and ended 2 seasons at the World Series. That's what 8-year-old Corby dreamed of doing. So I'm really excited to have done that.
Trying to figure out if I can get more eligibility. I think I might sleep in this jersey forever.
Yeah, we're stealing them.
Yeah. Being a Florida Gator has been the best decision of my life, and if I could do it over again, I would do it again and again and again. Coach Walton took a girl who was lost and didn't really know who she was and turned her into someone that is going to be able to achieve anything, and I don't even know if I have words to say how proud and thankful I am to have you in my corner. And my parents always said, come into a program and make it better than where you found it. And I just hope that the people that I've been able to come across, that I've left a legacy that will be remembered forever. And just not only just on softball field, but the people that I've met through it all have just been people that will be in my corner forever. Ree and Reagan we're the only 2 left. I've been here for 4 years, and I'm just so happy to have her and things that she's done along the way. And Corby, Dr. Otis is literally gonna be doing heart surgery on everybody. I'm just so thankful to be a Gator and just to end my career here, because a lot of people can't say that they did that.
And then Reagan and Corby, you guys last at bat, again, not the way you guys wanted, but both you guys hit home runs. To end like that, talk about how how special that is here in OKC.
Obviously it doesn't feel great given the outcome, but like I said, that was 8-year-old Corby's dream, is to give her dad a home run ball. So I got to do that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go down without a fight. That was my mindset the whole entire at-bat, not knowing if it was going to be my last or not, but I was going to fight. And like Corby said, this is something we dreamed of since we were little kids, and being able to give our parents the home run balls is something really special. So.
Okay, we'll go second row right.
Chris Harry, FloridaGators.com. Kendra, do you have one enduring memory or image of something that may have happened in the last 4 years? I'm sure you have multiple ones, but is there one that maybe sticks out more than any other?
Coach Walton coming out in a blow-up suit. for Halloween because I love Halloween. So we took it to like another level, and he came out in like a big alien, like an alien riding he was like an alien riding cowboy or like something crazy. But like that just shows how much fun we had. Like it was softball, but like it was so much more than that. Like we came to the field every day and just had so much fun. Had so much fun on the bus. Like we would shake the bus. Like what coach lets their players shake the bus before a game, Coach Walton? Like I don't know. If you're not a Florida Gator, you need to be one because this place is it's just amazing.
More questions for players? Okay, thank you, players.
Thank you, Go
Thank
Gators.
you. Go Gators forever.
Questions for Coach Walton? Okay, we'll go front row, right.
Tim, Noah Ram with the Gainesville Sun. I just have to ask first, the decision to start Kara, why, what was the reason for that decision?
Yeah, we've been fighting a blister with Keegan for a while, so just came apart yesterday. Came apart actually on Saturday against Georgia in the game, so we've been fighting that for a little bit. Felt like it was our best chance to give. We weren't going to. Kara was going to go one time through. The whole goal, same thing we had at Oklahoma, get 9 outs and then bridge the gap. Maybe let Keegan throw at the end, but just trying to give it. I mean, ultimately, she could have pitched today, and being good or not good, we don't know what that would have been. But we got a long road to go, and you blow her out in the first inning of this game, and then what? I know we're done now, but the decision was really to just try to go as much as we can with everybody else, given the circumstances.
And then on that note, with Keegan, still you said it was Saturday, so what can you say now that she went through all of Sunday against Georgia, all of yesterday, went the distance, both times in that game?
Yeah, we spent a long time in the locker room just, having, just sharing our thankfulness, but, thankful for Caitlin Towers, our trainer, our medical staff, obviously do a great job of getting our athletes what they need and putting that. And again, no excuses. Keegan would have started today just like yesterday, but given the circumstances in the loser's bracket, if this is a winner's bracket game today, Keegan's pitching. Just didn't make sense for us to throw her out there and try to go through, however many games in a row. Give her a chance to get that thing. When you pop a blister, when the skin comes off, it's a little tougher. So putting a little bit of, I don't even want to call it second skin on there, but she's been dealing with it for a long time. That's the difference. Actually, I said Saturday. It was Friday against Georgia late in the game. That's where the rise ball was a little flatter on Saturday. Just so that we're not making excuses. It just is what it is.
Okay, the next question will be on Zoom from Eric Lopez.
Yeah, Eric Lopez, D1 softball coach. Obviously, your players care so much about the program. Did they care too much? Did you sense any pressing from your offense here this week?
No, I did. I didn't. I mean, I think the the two starts pitchers that we faced, both have all in front of their name. They're both All-American. So, yeah, we didn't swing the bat very well. But I think a little bit has to do with the pitchers we faced. The rest of the game today, obviously, you're down 7-0 versus, tied in the seventh inning. So probably a different swing pattern. But no, I didn't think they were pressing too much, Eric. I think we just weren't good enough. We just didn't swing the bat well enough this weekend or whatever day it is to win. But I don't think they were pressing. They didn't show that to me that they were nervous or pressing at all.
Okay, we get the second row on the right.
Yeah, Tim, I know you go through this every year, but just candidly, how hard is it to keep it together when these girls get up here and say the kind of stuff the emotions that must be going through your mind after, being around them for so much?
Yeah, I'm obviously going to, be able to give, Brooke Bernard and, Riley Holtorf and Kara Hammock, their due as well, being seniors. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's never easy. Just being able, but listening to Kendra obviously, and and Reagan. Corby's just she's a one of one. I mean, just the uniqueness about her ability to play ball, but also carry herself in the way she can and speak, and she's amazing. But they're all amazing. I mean, I said that yesterday. I mean, I'm one of the luckier guys in the world getting to coach athletes like this, and and for Kendra to say what she said about me, but not only forget about me, our program, and just all the things that, all of our support staff and the amenities that our athletes have, and for them to feel, at the end of their career, fully grateful for everything. We've got to talk about Tony Meacham, our academic advisor, and, all the things that he does. Mike Childs, our nutritionist. They just, it's a very special place, Florida. It's a very unique environment where any athlete that walks through the doors, whether you play softball or you play football, you're going to be treated like the best athlete in the entire country until you graduate, and then you're going to be a Gator for life. And that's what these guys are. And I'm really proud of the opportunity that I've had. And I've grown a lot coaching some of these guys. I've had to learn, to dress up on Halloween because it really makes your center fielder happy. Okay. I'll do it, let them shake we had to tell our bus driver one time, hey, don't get too close to the curb. You're going to get a curb check here in a minute. And he's like, what? There it is. I've grown a lot. I'll be honest with you, the athletes, a lot of coaches say that, it's a different time and all this stuff. And it is, but you still have to grow as a person, as a coach. And I think I'm growing. And obviously I love these guys on the stage, and I've got, the players in the locker room, I feel bad for them. And I take to Eric's question, I take full responsibility for our team not being, didn't show better at the College World Series. We had obviously a tough regional, a tough super regional, and to get here, and we just went as business as usual. We did everything the same as we always did, but apparently, not apparently, obviously, should have done a little bit more. Should have done something a little bit different because we weren't obviously ready to go like we should be.
Okay, last one, front row right.
Tim, again, just still a season you guys made it here, a season you guys were in the top 10 pretty much the entire season. Do you just, looking ahead now, do you just chalk this up as to a couple of bad games, or like how do you, what could potentially change, or if anything, for next season?
Yeah, I think that's a tough question sitting here now, looking back at the season we've had, and our ability to, we've beaten most teams this year. We've obviously lost, a ton of games in my mind, and 18 losses is a ton. But yeah, no, I've never been satisfied. We lost 5 games one year, and, how can we get better? So I'm never satisfied. We've got players on our team that have to develop a little bit more. We've got coaches on our staff that have to do a little bit more. And, there's a lot of things. And I think I said this in our, our super regional, we're having to modify our training methods because we have more athletes coming into our program that are injured along the way. So we just have to figure out how we can do a better job to still put pressure on our athletes, get them tougher, get them stronger without, impacting, their normal career after softball, their life. So we got to do a better job of that. It's hard to really turn up the pressure and, and push and push and push and push. So we got to do it in a way. Our pitchers, pitching is important. But Keegan hasn't had that training, and we've got to do some things just a little bit different, but smarter. To make sure we still, number one, take care of our athletes the right way, putting pressure on them mentally and physically, but still, doing what's right. So. But we're always, we could have won the World Series here, and you could ask me that same question. Obviously, you'd ask me in a different way, and I'd tell you the same thing. We're always striving to try to get better, recruit better players, recruit better coaches, recruit everything we're trying to do. Every time we make a change, we want to impact the team and the program in a positive way. So, but really proud of my team and the season we've had. Disappointed, but definitely proud nonetheless.
Okay, that'll wrap things up.
Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Go Gators.